what is nihilism? At first glance, the word suggests something dark, emptiness, futility, the collapse of all meaning. But nihilism is not simply despair. It is the unsettling realization that life may not come with any built-in purpose at all. Unlike pessimism, which believes life has meaning but that the meaning is cruel or tragic, nihilism asks a sharper question: what if there is no meaning to begin with? This is what makes it so unsettling. Pessimism at least acknowledges a script, even if it's a sad one. Nihilism tears the script away, leaving the stage bare. At its core, nihilism is not just about doubt. It's about the why. Why do we get up each morning? Why do we work, sacrifice, and strive? If all we love, all we build, eventually fades into dust, what is it all for? The ancient skeptics hinted at this unease, but it was Friedrich Nietzsche who gave nihilism its clearest voice. When he wrote, "God is dead," he wasn't celebrating, but diagnosing. The great sources of meaning that guided societies, religion, tradition, moral certainty, were crumbling. And with their collapse, humanity was left standing in a vast and silent void. For Nietzsche, this void was both a danger and an opportunity. A danger, because in the absence of shared values, people could fall into despair, distraction, or blind pursuit of pleasure. But also an opportunity, the chance for humanity to step forward and create meaning, rather than inherit it. Nihilism, for him, was not an ending, it was the threshold of a new beginning. Still, not all thinkers saw it that way. For many, nihilism was the philosophy of paralysis. If nothing matters, why act at all? Why sacrifice, create, or even continue, if nothing lasts? This is the haunting side of nihilism, the sense that everything we do slips through our fingers like sand. But here is where modern life makes it relatable. Today, the collapse of meaning isn't just a theory in philosophy books. It's something many quietly feel. Technology gives us endless knowledge, endless entertainment, yet also endless distraction. Traditions that once anchored communities no longer carry the same weight. People chase careers, possessions, recognition, yet often wake at night with the whispering question, is this all there is? That question is nihilism, lived in the everyday. But philosophy does not leave us stranded here. Thinkers like Camus and Sartre looked into the same void and offered a response. Camus called life absurd, not because it was meaningless, but because we crave meaning in a universe that remains silent. His answer was defiance. To live, to love, to create, not because life hands us meaning, but because it doesn't. We become meaning makers. Every act becomes valuable not because it lasts forever, but because we chose it in the face of nothingness. Sartre sharpened this further. If nothing defines us at birth, then we are radically free. Every choice, every action, writes the story of who we are. This freedom is heavy, terrifying, even. But it also gives us power. To create meaning is no longer someone else's task. It is ours. So where does that leave us? Nihilism strips away illusions. It leaves us staring into emptiness. But in that emptiness lies the rare chance to ask, what truly matters to me? Not what others say should matter. Not what tradition or society insists. But what I choose to make meaningful in this brief, uncertain life. This is the paradox of nihilism. It seems to take everything away, yet it also hands us the deepest freedom. The freedom to build, to choose, to live deliberately. Perhaps this is why nihilism, far from being only despair, can be a hidden form of hope. Because when all else is stripped away, what remains is the possibility to live with authenticity. And maybe, just maybe, that is enough. Thank you for sharing this moment of reflection. If these thoughts stayed with you, let them remind you that presence itself is enough. For more journeys into awareness, philosophy, and wonder, stay with us. Subscribe, so the next time you're searching for meaning, you'll know where to return.